Hi, I'm Dave, and we're in the parlor of the Bradford House, arguably the most attractive room in the entire house. This is a place where the family would gather, and it's also a spot where David would hold meetings and gatherings with his friends, with his colleagues, to discuss issues surrounding the Whiskey Rebellion of 1794. We'd like to point out a few things in the parlor. Primarily the fact that David used his parlor not only for entertainment and to keep his family together and have family events in the parlor. He also worked in the parlor. This was an office for him. While he had an office next door, he also brought his important clients into a parlor to impress them with his magnificent house here on the frontier. That's why we do have a desk. A man's desk has 3 secret compartments. All the furnishings throughout the house are from the period. They're authentic. They are the type of things we believe David would have had in the house when he was here. He also used things like what we have set up now as a gaming table and a letter writing table. David would use this in his business. He would sit his client on one side, he would sit on the other side, and the top of the table revolves, and they would pass documents back and forth to each other without smudging the ink. And that was important then because ink took a very long time to dry, and you really didn't want to smear any of this fine work that David was putting together. Throughout the house, you can tell that this was a substantial building. The walls are anywhere from 18 to 23 inches thick. You can judge that from looking at the windows that front on South Main Street here and how deep the window sills are. Stone was used from a local quarry to build the house, and it was primarily the reason why most of it is still standing today. The state acquired the house in 1959. It took 6 years of renovating to bring it back to its current glory, and opened as a house museum in 1965. During that process, they discovered the original paint. The paint colors on the walls throughout the house are from David's era, and they reproduced that here. And they also reproduced much of the woodwork and finishings throughout the house, which were over the past 200 and some years, were stripped from the building.